Winter gardening and cold frame protection. Let's take a look at what we did over the last couple days with the highs and the lows the way they are. You can do this too. We didn't cover the arugula even though it got down to about 19 degrees last night, and it's doing just fine. Went ahead and used whatever we could to cover whatever we could. The new little cabbages and cauliflower are doing great. What I like about these totes, it's really easy to uncover. We went ahead and put a little cover on the Swiss chard. The taller stuff got singed a little bit, but the lower leaves are looking great. We left the parsley uncovered and it looks like it did just fine. All it needs is just a little bit of protection and use whatever you have. The forecast says it won't freeze tonight, only get down about 40. Then tomorrow night, the next 2 nights, it's gonna get down into the teens. But it really doesn't take much to cover and uncover. Everything looks fine. And this parsley and the onions, they didn't even know it got cold last night. With the wild swings in temperature, it's vital, especially if you have brand new seeds in the ground, to keep your cool weather crops watered. Cool air just sucks that moisture right out of the ground. And if you've just planted something, you want to give them a chance to germinate. You want to make sure everything stays good and watered. Even your existing plants, give them a good little drink. It didn't even frost last night. We're forecast to get down to about 10 degrees, and then we're going to have 4 or 5 days of weather like this, sunny and beautiful. With the cold frames, with just a little bit of protection and a little bit of water in that soil, these ought to be just fine. You know, that cold weather isn't supposed to be here till after dark tonight. It'll be a while before I come out here and cover these up, but I thought you ought to be reminded. Make sure you got plenty of water on your crops. You can do this too. You know, that makes it fun. The ups and downs, as those waves of energy come across, get a little cold. I know there's areas that got a lot of snow right now, so I am blessed that we are able to do this, but there's a lot of areas that are able to do this. You really have to let the weather dictate what's going on. It didn't get really cold until about 7 o'clock this morning. The wind was enough that we didn't get any frost last night. Didn't cover anything, but I'm gonna cover it right now. It's about 34 degrees. I'm gonna let the plastic warm this soil up, so when it gets really cold tonight, these will have an even better chance. One of our contributors wanted me to remind you, try not to let the plastic touch the leaves. Doesn't do any good if you don't have an air pocket there. So anything you can do to support your plastic over your plants is a good idea. These have gotten quite long, and they got a little burnt when the plastic touched those tall ones. But these leaves are doing great. I got these plastic rods somewhere along my journey. I can't even remember where, but those are one of the things the wife said, "Why are you dragging that home?" Well, so I can protect your plants. I got a bale here, that'll help hold it up. You can use a ladder. You can even use a cardboard box or two. Putting this on right now, the sun will warm this in here and it'll be cozy tonight. Just make sure you wet your edges. Since we got new seeds in here, we're going to cover these up, let that ground get a little warmer. This will also help here. Little cans of water, some okra stalks, anything you can use to weight down your plastic. We did set up 2 of these cold frames for the winter. Everything in the center, that's just a bonus. A lot of that stuff came up on its own. And then of course we have the stuff we just planted we want to protect. It really only does take a couple minutes to cover things up. That cold blast is only supposed to be through tomorrow morning, and then it's supposed to warm back up. If I thought it was going to get real cold for a couple days, we can take the mulch and put it around to make sure that that bottom is completely sealed. But I'm pretty confident. It's a little cool out here this afternoon. You can do this too. Until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you.